Brand new for my brother out there in these streets. That was from my old mixtape there.
I thought his
one,
mic
two,
was
one,
giving
two,
out.
1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You do your fake fade. Y'all ain't never had to deal with that because of technology. You grew up in a digital age.
Thanks
Rich,
for doing
Rich,
it for
you know what
us.
I'm talking about, right?
I got you.
Yeah, do
I
it.
got you.
Demonstrate to him. Do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
One,
that
one,
was a
two,
good.
two, two. Check it out.
That's
One more
good.
time.
You are now rocking with the best.
In case you don't know, it is I.
Sound like Greg Nice.
Yeah.
Greg Nice do his own ad lib.
We used to have to do our own echoes.
Greg Nice, nice.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, let's do cheater. You use technology. Do it yourself though. Let me hear your echo on your own. Go ahead. Look at it. See, it ain't easy, huh?
Yeah, stop.
Yeah. All right, cool. Cambridge.
Yeah.
It's an interesting place. It is. I remember reading this book in junior high school called The Tale of Two Cities.
Oh
Oh yeah.
Right? And I think it was based in Paris.
It was the best of times.
It was the best of times and the worst of times all rolled up in one.
Mm-hmm.
And people who lived within the same city perimeter, same city limits, were living polarized lives, totally different lives. This isn't expressed as well as it has been in this documentary that I watched for the new project Blanco 2 by Millies. And if you ever wanted to know where he's from, here's a clip of it.
When I met Millie's, he was talking to me. His mother was on his back because he was, had a lot of traffic in the streets out here. He's a little younger than me, so I didn't exactly know what it was. But I remember when I got him a job, that's the thing he asked me for. And like within that first week I got him a job, they tried to run down on him and they were shooting at him. And that's when I realized that he was really into some different things. And I was trying to do my best to help him as he tried to change his life.
What's up with you? What's up with the kids?
I'm glad to see you here. So glad.
She gave me a job when no one would give me a job too. Community.
That's the man.
That's right, man. From the BET Cypher, the Smokers Club tour, to Sped, to the Short Bus, to Lessons, to working with Jada, to working with Dave East, to working with Set Free, to now. I'm not even mentioning all the things he's accomplished, even coming on our show, joining that Cypher. This man has undergone a lot, but he put together a really great project where he talks about it all. Please welcome him back to the show, Millies, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, thank
Millies.
y'all.
What up?
It's incredible. It's my own Sway interview.
This
is
your
big.
own. Last time
we already family, but this is big. This
Yeah,
is
man.
big. Yeah.
Well, it was important too because I remember you came up with Bangladesh and was up here.
And Kaya Baby.
Kaya Baby was up here. Shout out to Kaya Baby
Yeah.
too. And you did the cypher with us, and I was like, we got to get this dude back. We kind of threw him in the waters, and he didn't know how cold the temperature was.
I got busy though.
You got busy. You did your thing. Gotta give yourself props.
Ew.
All right. And I was watching. You got the new project, Blanco 2, which is out now.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get to know you better, man. And I just had no idea that Cambridge. This is where is it MIT and Harvard?
MIT and Harvard.
Are in this town.
Yeah.
Yup.
Man.
And the projects are right next to MIT.
Is that where you grew up?
So yeah, no, not in the projects, but I grew up right in that area. So Central Square, Cambridge, which is like it's so close to Boston. We get born in Boston. If you get shot, you go to Boston hospitals, stuff like that. Like it's that close.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So but it's its own city with its own identity. Patrick Ewing, Ben Affleck. We got majority of the NBA players that came out of Mass. Like not majority. We got a lot though.
A lot that came
Yeah,
from there.
yeah.
What is it like living in a town like that? The Tale of Two Cities, where you see it's known for Harvard.
Yeah, it's a
It's
brand.
a lot of money coming through
Yeah,
that town, but it
it's-
doesn't look like it's getting to your side.
Yeah, like obviously like gentrification has hit hard. If you know about like the Lower East Side,
Right.
I would compare like Cambridge the most to like the Lower East Side, how it is now.
Okay.
Like the gentrified Lower East Side, but before I heard the Lower East Side was bad or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. Like you got your poverty, and then you just got rich, affluent, lifestyle living people at the same time. So it's weird. Like we got all this opportunity and no opportunity at the same time. It feels like, I guess.
You used to sell strawberry Goya, right?
Nah, I didn't sell it. I would drink strawberry Goya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know what the hell it is. I didn't know what it was.
I sold other things, but strawberry Goya, like that was a beverage I would get
Yeah.
every day.
From the bodega.
From the bodega, and I would get my
Boys.
beef patty, cocoa bread and cheese. That's one of the places where they would start calling it Blanco, you know what I mean? And
That's where you got your name?
yeah, just my neighborhood, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were the white kid, like the rare white kid amongst a lot of gods and queens, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. How did they treat you? Did you get a lot of busted noses in elementary?
Yeah, nah, like I would say
It
like, but
happened.
I was always treated well because we all grew up together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, yeah, like in my neighborhood, definitely like until like 7th, 8th grade, people would just walk up to me, punch me in the face, like, oh, I had to fight. Yeah, I had to fight all my life. Yeah, nah, for real. Like, I swear to God, I remember just like
keep it
walking on my
100,
block
man.
and somebody would just, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
when you young, it could be something like, yo, go, yo, you
Right.
see him, go handle your business. You know, one of those. Like, I was just a target, so I had to, like, I never been a violent person. Everything I did was in defense, just so I could be able to wear jewelry and come through my neighborhood with nice girls and stuff like that. That was all just like it wasn't easy, but you know, I got a lot of solid day one friends and stuff, and people that
Good.
been by me through this whole thing. So,
When did you
But
get your
yeah.
first tattoo?
like 13, 14.
Wow.
Yeah, so my brother was tattooed like Travis Barker and Lil Wayne before Lil Wayne and Travis Barker were tattooed like that. My brother, he's in like London somewhere now. I haven't talked to him in probably like 8-10 years or something like that. But I remember seeing him when I was like 5, and he was just inked. So that would be like, oh man.
So you had that influence on you.
Yeah, hell yeah. I always wanted some tattoos.
Why y'all don't talk?
I don't know. It's on him. I love him though.
Well, we could fix that right now. Who
Yeah.
got his
Nah,
number?
I just
Oh,
don't-
okay,
nobody
no.
got his number. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
you just don't know where he is.
Yeah, nah, he's missing in action.
Okay. Damn, that was vague.
I don't know. It is vague though. It's literally vague. Like,
What was the last convo y'all had?
I don't know.
So he
I-
removed himself from the situation, is what you're saying.
Well, he's on my father's side, so I'm like
okay.
I'm pretty much like single mother, like just me and my mother. I'm her only child or whatever, and then I got 3 brothers on my father's side. They all in different places. Like I got a Puerto Rican brother who we never even knew because my father had I don't know what to call it, a relationship with a woman in New York in like 1967 or whatever, and we never found out that was my brother until later. Like he called when he was a grown man. Like, you know a lady named Maria? You my father. So I got like brothers on my father's side, but it's like we just, you know, I got love for him, but we just, I don't know,
Yeah.
don't talk that much.
Yeah.
So your mother was the big influence in your life then.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
What did she think of the how? I mean, without incriminating yourself, I mean, you how involved in the street were you? Were you moving?
A lot, yeah, because like, so I come from. I know y'all were just talking to the guys about like mental health and
Yes.
everything, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of come from like a subdivision of that where like we talked about it before, just being in like special education. I got put in special education when I was young, like 6th grade, and they would have me on the short buses and in classrooms about this size with all the other like bad kids and kids with behavior disorders in the school. So I always had to see a therapist and stuff like that. And I just knew like I'm not going to college. I'm not normal. I can't even be in a normal classroom. So how I'm gonna live the normal American life? So I knew that. And then the access to selling drugs in my neighborhood was super easy. That was the easiest thing you could do in the world. And so I got into selling drugs like real young. Like probably started selling weed at like 12. I say it in my music. I said I wasn't poor, I wanted more. So I was on a mission. I wanted Jordans when my mama said I couldn't get them. You know what I mean? I was just kind of, it was like a more of a greed thing than, you know what I mean, a necessity. And really I just wanted to be something. And so that's what I started out to be, and that snowballed. But yeah, I just been through a lot in the streets.
What was the allure if you didn't grow up poor? What was the allure to the streets, the rough side of it all?
I think like the thrill and just it being there, being accessible when I walk out my front door. And just like I said, like just wanting to be, you know, be something, be a be someone of stature out there. You know, I wanted to be somebody in my neighborhood.
The drug dealers were the most popular people.
Yeah, hell, that's my
Okay,
role
yeah.
models. Like,
Right,
super.
You
Like,
got hype right there.
yeah, like, nah, for real though. That was like my father figures. Like, somebody picked me up, or like, I, you know, to give you money when they see you in the streets. I was the only white boy, so rap for them, shit like that, and I just wanted to be like them.
It's amazing to me. Like if you close your eyes and if a black person was talking, and you could hear the same story.
Yeah.
Like this to me, like this absentee of a father figure, you know, not being there, and what you see. Like, why would a drug dealer be giving you money? You know, and then
Yeah, well, like I can't even say it's all my father's fault. Like it's a because my father was great. He was trying to do what he could do. He's an artist. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. You know Wapale?
Yeah.
Wapale, the singer. Like
Yeah,
she lived in our crib with my father, and then we kind of just went our separate ways at 12. So he would check in and all of that. Like we were there, but I was still in my mom's neighborhood. That's where it was going down at. So
Why did she live in your crib with your father?
she was going to Berkeley at the time.
Oh, okay.
So my father's house was like a crib for like kind of
Students
like
and-
artists and
okay,
stuff. Like it was
okay.
like an artist
Like
community.
a haven, yeah.
Like so I would come downstairs and they'd be, you know, like jamming, like for
Right.
real, like
But it just seemed weird. Like at 12, if your father was around a lot, like a person couldn't just. I'm thinking of Sway's daughter, 12. A drug dealer just can't give her money when she walk outside. You know, it's like if you're around all the time, different things happen, and it's just strange to me that you were able to, the only white kid around, get money from a drug dealer. Obviously, it was headed towards that way very early.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I think I was definitely intrigued by it too. And just that's what I was chasing like from a young age. I just
Wow.
glorified that, you know.
I can't think of the song. I listened to your whole album.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think of the song where you kind of briefly touched on having to make, or maybe this is a question I formulated in my head. But what made you? When did you make the decision though? Because I have a conversation with a lot of folks I won't name, who are still who were in street activity and wanted to pursue rap, wanted to pursue the music game. And my first thing I would tell them, you can't be halfway in, halfway out on either side of the game.
Yeah.
So you got to pick and choose.
Nah, you can't.
When did you pick and choose?
I would say really like I got with Set Free. I met him around like 2012, 2013, something like that. And prior, I had been rapping. I had been somebody of stature in the rap game in the Boston area, but I was caught up in like street shit. Like I had, you know, even when you Google it, you know, I had one of my I had a release party. One of my best friends was there with me at the time. Rock Ducati, he was another rapper. You know, he was gunned down outside of my release party. Like I just had a super black, like right in front of my face. So I've experienced like the highest joys and the lowest of lows within like 30 seconds. So like I think that's why I got a little PTSD. Like even when people want to go to the club and shit, like I can't, like I see the club different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People die at the club. That's how I see it. I'm just like a little fucked in my mind.
Yeah.
You know? But
Is that
I
the-
guess not to cut you
No,
off.
go.
But I was gonna say, yeah, at a certain point, like when I moved to New York with Free told me, yeah, come out to New York, and that just took all this baggage off of me.
Yeah.
So I taught the street people in New York, and I'm like, this is the most positive place. And they're like, no, it's not. I'm like, for me, it is, though. Like, I could, because in Boston, we move around 10, 15 of us when we go to the club. 10 of us in the club, 5 of us outside. It's different.
Damn.
Like, it's just, we got to be militant just because things that happened in the past or whatever. And New York was different. I moved here, no baggage. I would just frequent the strip clubs and meet nice girls and stuff like that. And it allowed me to just be an artist, to take a step back and focus on my artistry.
Yeah.
You know what I
Not your
mean?
safety.
Strictly, like not safety, not trying to be tough, just being a rapper. And that's when I started coming to platforms like Sway and I was never rapping at the radio stations. Like it wasn't even in my mind. Like you know, I was rapping, but New York has just been a great outlet for me. So yeah.
Man, Millie's is here, man. Give out your social, citizens. Follow him. We're gonna play some music and put him to the
At
test,
Millie's, at MILLYZ on everything.
though. Make sure he come with it. I saw he killed it with Static Selector. That's
Yeah.
my brother.
Come on, man.
Shout out to Static.
Man, I love Static Selector.
man.
Y'all work together well.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely. We got a whole album together.
Yeah.
What made him trust you, your friend, to bring you to New York? Because a lot of people, you hear a lot of stories all the time. I want to do this, I'm for real, but you ain't really gonna let nobody stay at your house. What you think was the deciding factor to say, he opened his doors and let you sleep on the floor, couch, whatever?
Well, yeah, I think just having a belief in me. It's my manager, so he he had that belief in me, and he showed me the basic rundown of, all right, this is how it goes. But he told me, he was like, yo, you got to build your own circle when you come out here. Like, you got to make it happen on your own. It was mad lonely when I first moved to New York.
Yeah.
I was super lonely. That's why I would just get up and go to Sin City and talk to the
That
the
girls
girls.
love
that
you.
was-
Mucho señorita,
For
mucho
real.
drink.
A stripper's favorite person is a
myself,
lonely
yeah.
man.
Let me cry in your
real.
titties.
How long did you stay at his house? How long?
Just I would come up, I would take the Chinese bus back and forth all the time, and
That's a fact.
until I got my own apartment. So I don't know, I'll probably crash at his crib multiple times during the week, and then I got my own house.
After a year, 2 years, how long? did it
After
take?
a year.
After a year, that's
So
not bad.
you live by yourself?
Yeah,
You clean up and stuff too?
yeah.
You got
sometimes.
a clean apartment, Millie's?
I got a dog, so
Oh, he's shitting on the floor.
yeah. Nah, hell no. My
No,
dog
no.
is a little bit trained. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He don't shit on the floor.
Mucho
You be
señorita.
cooking or you seamless guy?
Nah, I can't cook.
Yeah.
I can't. I could cook tuna fish.
Oh,
Damn,
good.
that's
I could whip up some good tuna fish. You know what I
Comes in
mean?
a can, dog. That comes
Jail
in a
food.
Yeah,
can, dog.
but I'm saying
That's jail
it
food.
depends. It depends what you put in there. I mix the mustard with the mayonnaise,
Okay.
some onions in that joint, hot sauce.
You
fire.
got Wi-Fi at your house?
Yeah.
Okay, follow Heather's B's YouTube
Oh, yeah,
channel.
Heather- yeah,
okay,
I-
follow you.
I'll never be on that level though, but
Okay.
I'll watch
It's
from
all
the
the same
sidelines.
level. It's
You know
all
what
the
I mean?
same
She
thing.
gonna
No,
teach you
it's
how to
not the
do
same.
it. All right,
It's not the same.
we gonna play this song called "Talking to Strangers."
Yeah, my life.
This is your life.
That's my life.
Yeah, this is why I wanted to play this song. When I heard it, I was like, he talking that shit right now.
And then we gonna hear some bars. I'm ready to hear
You want
bars.
some
now.
bars?
Yeah,
okay,
man.
Okay,
He
yeah,
done
cool,
talked
cool.
it up.
Talking to strangers was about, why you title it that?
Just cause I start in the beginning, I'm therapy wasn't for me. I hated talking to strangers.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of ironic because music is really talking to strangers, and that's my therapy. So.
Yeah, here it is. Millie's. You want to talk with them, citizens? You getting to know them. 888-742-3345.
I hated talking to strangers. I hear that from the top.
Yeah. Millie's. MILLYZ.
Yeah.
Talking to strangers. You got another song on this album. The new project is Blanco 2.
Yes, sir.
That shows a different side of you, man. Because I always wonder what kind of, when you look at the doc and you see the kind of people that are featured in his documentary that he hang out with, C's not included. He's a pretty approachable guy, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But everybody else, I can't see you bringing a girl in that crew around your crew. So I was wondering, what is his social life like? And you got this song called "Me and You." What is that about?
Okay. Yeah. That's great. I didn't know you were going there with that. I did that in Medellin. I recorded that in Medellin, Colombia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, did you?
Yeah, we set up. We actually recorded that in a room. We didn't have no way to soundproof it, but there was all these extra mattresses at the crib that we were staying at, and we just put the mattresses all up on the doors and stuff like that. Recorded out there. The engineer didn't even know English, but we just vibed off the music. We didn't know how to say punch in or nothing. It was just right. We had to figure it out. But that was just talking about that's not even a real life experience of mine. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's not?
To be candid, yeah. That's it's just something I could picture. Everybody always talk about their ex-girlfriends and their ex doing this and getting back at their ex, and it was just a cool melody for me.
Oh, so the girl didn't cheat on you when you
Nah.
you gave her freedom?
I've had similar situations to that, but not as there's nobody that it disgusts. I say it disgusts me when people discuss you. There's nobody.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that towards nobody.
Yeah. So you in a relationship now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is it always hard to admit that?
Because you're a rapper, you're not supposed to have a girlfriend.
But everybody
over that.
Yeah. This is old now, man.
Yeah.
Dude, rappers get married and have babies now.
They do.
It helps.
Yeah.
I think.
Is it hard to be in a relationship while you pursue this though?
A little bit, but I think as long as there's understanding and transparency.
He had no idea. He didn't think I was, so then you ain't prepared for this part of the
Nah.
That's his heartbeat.
Tracy
right
G,
there.
I love your social media though.
Thank you, darling.
She's the most positive person on social media.
Yeah.
Segue.
I just wanted to say that. This is the perfect time to say that.
Okay, so maybe you and Tracy should talk. Tracy, you go ahead and ask her something, Tracy. Go
I
ahead.
still want to talk about this girl, but you know what? I think
She from Colombia?
let me switch up the. You stupid, Heather.
Mucho señorita, mucho drink.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about this? How being in a relationship can actually be helpful in your career sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There we go.
Like
We got him.
I'm with that. Like I believe that you need a strong woman with you. Period. On the course of being a great man, and you're just gonna be so distracted. Like they cut out the distractions for you. They show you what's important in life a lot of the time. As long as you got a woman that's supporting you and not,
Yeah.
because I know people who have girls that hold them back. Because we come from a city where not a lot of people make it, so it's very easy to just slip into that comfort. And then, like, I be having homies, I'm like, yo, you could reach the stars, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they girl don't want that for him because she's over already. That's how she, you know what I mean? Her mental isn't like that. So
Insecurity,
you
yeah.
have to get with the right person. I ain't just going to say have a girl, but yeah, you should have the right girl. And that's why I see a lot of basketball players that succeed. You see them with their high school sweethearts.
Right,
LeBron,
LeBron.
Savannah. You know what I mean? Like, you need that.
You need that.
That was better.
You agree, Heather?
Yeah, some girls, some women, and I mean rightfully so, they scared of what's up there too. Like, you know, this is your dream, you know, like, and you asking me to come along and support it, but once you cross that threshold, it's different. Like, there's a lot of bad bitches out here, Sway.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
hard.
yeah,
you know
yeah,
that they ain't got no
yeah.
kids. They ain't home cleaning up after the dog. And then I got to get out here and compete. It's nails, it's hair, it's booty, it's
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah. A lot
Coming
of
to this-
temptation.
It's
Nails,
booty.
booty.
It's the waist trainers. It's all kind of
All
stuff.
of
Because you
it.
got to compete.
They know-
Plastic surgery.
Yeah.
All of it.
They be knowing the lyrics to your songs.
Going
Yeah.
hard.
Girls be knowing the lyrics to your songs.
Yeah. Hell
Licking
yeah.
their tongue out when they saying it. It's rough.
Does it bother you if your girl's like really into another rapper's song? I think about that all the time.
I don't know. Like my girl more likes like older like rappers and stuff that she came up on.
That's
so
the
that's
key.
cool. Like I'm not
Okay.
mad at that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's
That's the
safe.
key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta-
Big
you gotta
Big
milk-
Daddy Kane ain't gonna be nowhere around. You know, she gonna have to travel to see Kane.
Yeah.
You know, Kane might come to Boston, but go ahead.
Oh, so is it a MILF mommy? She's like in the old
Nah, it's not a MILF, mommy.
What's she look like? I'm trying to compare any girls I go out with to what you get. So let's just explain what she look
That's
like.
what he does.
That's what I do.
Colombia.
It's a form of leverage. Also, you might feel that as a rapper as well. When you walk into a party, you want to be the envy of the next person. You have to look like you're doing it right.
Definitely. I like how you said that too, man.
That's the
Envy of
truth.
next person. Nah, she's gorgeous, man.
There you go.
Let's get off his girl, yo.
Right.
Hey, yo.
Okay. Well, you know what I mean. Let's stop. He wasn't expecting this.
I wasn't.
When you got a song called Demons, and we all face demons, and you talk about that on your rise, you always got somebody trying to crab in the bucket ass people trying to
Yeah.
see you fall.
Miserable.
Folks, and you gave them the spotlight, and you did it with Dave East. And I always ask Dave East, I consider a sniper,
Super.
an elite lyricist.
Super.
And I know you on the rise. And so when you get an opportunity to kind of like exercise with guys like a Dave East, or Jadakiss or somebody like that, what is that like, and what do you learn from it as a MC on the rise? Even though you've been doing it for a while, to the general public, you're an MC on the rise. What is that like?
I like it. It's a challenge. But everything on this ride has been a challenge. When I come to Sway the first time, it's a challenge. It's always a challenge. When I come to Serious, period, the BET Cypher, all of that. But like, yeah, I would say, like me and Dave, we started working in like 2015.
Yeah.
So I'm like comfortable in that situation. Me and Jada, we had songs before, but I never did them in the studio with him. So now that we do a lot of records, and he pulls up a beat, it's kind of crazy looking at Jada like,
What's his method? Like,
what's
dude,
he about to say?
Yeah,
Like that's the craziest.
Does he lean back in the chair?
I don't know if he wanted me to give away his method, but I know his whole method. Like I don't know, like, but he take like he. I don't think he might physically right. I don't know, but I could tell when he's thinking of bars. You know what I mean?
Why? What does he look like?
Well, like there might be like a conversation going around and he's just kind of like in his mode. You know what I mean? Like, so people are talking, he's like halfway in the conversation, but he's really crafting, you know? And I think that's the scariest thing when you're rapping with him, because I'm like, yo, what's he about to say?
Yeah.
Like,
And am I going to say anything that match it or
Right.
be good
Yeah,
enough, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I would be concerned about being good enough.
yeah. Well, he'll tell you, like, I go to lay my verses over after, maybe not the lyrics, but I'm like, I don't like how it sounded, bro. Let me record it again. He's like, leave it. Leave it. Yeah.
Dave
Any
Dave
voice.
East, he seemed like he
he
penned.
penned
He's
fast.
a pen
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
He's a
yeah.
penman.
Yeah.
Let me hear. We got John from Boston on the line real quick. John, go ahead.
Yo.
Say hello to Millies.
Hey, what's up?
John, what's up, kid?
Hey, I'm actually from Brockton. It's south of Boston.
Oh, okay, I know where
And,
Brockton's
I wo-
at.
Yeah, I work special education for the very gig, you know, dealing with
Wow.
kids with anger issues, and I know you mentioned that in one of your verses, and I just wanted you to speak a little more to that, you know, what that's done for you in a positive way.
In a positive way, I guess it shows me that I could overcome whatever. You know, we're taking the word sped. That was I would hate to be called a sped when I was growing up. Now I got it tattooed on my fingers with diamonds over the letters. You know what I mean? So like that's something like I'm trying to take that word and make it so you can never use that against somebody. You can never call a kid a sped, because so what? Look, Millie's a sped. So and so's a sped. I got millionaire friends that speds. You know what I mean? So like we're gonna take that word and flip it, and that's what I would say, you know, empowers me from that whole experience.
Yeah, that was a great answer, man.
Yeah,
I never
and just
heard that word.
God just gives you everything to like to go through it and grow through it. So
Yes.
that's what one of the things I had to go through and grow through.
Wow, man, I like this. Millie's right. That answer right there.
Millies.
I want everybody to get the new project, Blanco 2.
Yeah,
Blanco.
It's the moment you've been waiting for.
yeah. Oh, we here.
We got to know him behind the scene, but now we about to get to know him behind the mic.
Whoa.
It's a Sway in the morning. I get our MCs that come to me and beg me that they came. I don't want to rap this time. I want to make it special.
Wah, wah, wah.
I want to make it sped. That's not a, you know, anyway.
That's special. Now, sped is still special. No doubt. I'm with you.
You know, you right there. But now you are walking into the valley of the hyenas. This the truth serum right here. Oh, they'll go to all those other platforms and they'll talk to you about shit that don't matter with the truth serum. But can you spit bars? Boston, Cambridge, Brockton, Massachusetts, Millie's, Sway in the morning.
My headphones right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shade 45. Turn
Sway,
your
let's do it.
headphones on. Let's get it, baby.
Look, Santeria flows. This that like it, then you buy it. I need 3 of those. We used to huddle up in Paula's eating pizza rolls, switching tags in AJ Wright for some decent clothes. Newport Hunters with the natty ice. I cried for weeks when they gave Smokes and Buddha life. Cause they was just kids without a paid attorney. They had the wrong skin color to persuade the jury. Father God, I was lost, but I'm finally found. I cut a couple dudes off cause it's a grimy town. People that talk bad about you till you come around. Then smile in your face, I'm like, what happened to the frowns? Clowns, fuck it, protect your energy. I got way too much integrity for this industry. Cause really they ain't pushing shit unless it's gimmicky. Meanwhile I'm trying to paint a picture vividly, lyrically. While all these labels checking Spotify stats, my little homies run away and they trying to modify straps and turn them into autos. I'm on autopilot. I used to drop that syrup in a soda, turn it violet. Percocet addiction, I done spoke on my flaws. Help the sped kids get through, I done spoke on my cause. My dog don't even rap and still both of us stars. And if we was ever broke this way, so was the law. I had runners with the Stady speed chases for real. I seen rock in my dreams and woke up with the chills. Financially I feel stuck, I still struggle with bills. But I know I'll make it through, it's just a hustler's will. Yeah, cool with the roof gone, cruise through the Yukon. I be tempted to bring 1,000 P's back from Tucson. Do the shit with ease, I don't stay inside the booth long. A rapper on this first verse, the time I'm done with 2 songs. Not to be braggadocious, cause I know the feeling of being hopeless. I know the feeling of depression when it sets in and insecurities begging for attention till you notice. But honestly, when my flow is my only form of some therapy. When I'm about to fall apart, the only thing repairing me. This whole time I think the pain I felt was God preparing me. Yeah, cause Lord knows that he carried me. These just bars from a trapper turned rapper. Spit like alpaca, I'm a motherfucking factor. I told him I'd get on, and all I ever heard was laughter. Cause they never heard no authentic street shit from a cracker, and I get it. But I was shooting out my mom's Civic. She found shell cases in it, I still wouldn't admit it. And I never backed down, black, white, or indifferent. Jewish, Muslim, or Christian, rather up it and lift them. The toughest decision was deciding I'ma chase a career that wouldn't have me in the prison system pacing a tear. They caught my Brody with the blick and now he facing some years. In the projects, ironic, he caught his case on the stairs, yeah. God dealing the cards, but Satan cutting the deck. In this game, you never know, it's just like Russian roulette. I really did this shit I rap, I need some fucking respect. These other rappers lie for clout, they like Jesse Smollett. Yep, right back up and sway again, you suckers shouldn't play with them. I aim it at your cranium and crack your macadamian. Sliding in the latest Benz, I'm faded with a lady friend. They told me I was born to lose, I proved them I was made to win. It's Blanco, man.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Blanco, two out there.
Blanco.
Very good, Millie.
Blanco.
Thanks.
Very good.
Blanco.
I took my shit off.
What's happening right there?
Thank you, bro.
How much time you do, bro? You did time?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
no,
I thought you said that.
I did a day.
I did a day. Oh.
I said I cried for weeks when they gave Smoke some Buddha life.
Oh, okay.
Because they was just kids without a paid attorney that had the wrong skin color to persuade a jury.
Oh, shit.
I heard it.
Different.
You heard that? Yeah. Okay. Tracy hearing them bars now.
Yeah.
Now, you see how he squeezed it?
Wow. Look at that. Millie's, ladies and gentlemen. Nene's on the line. You know Nene?
We gonna find out.
I don't.
Yo, what's up, Nene? Say what's up to Millie's.
Yo.
Good morning. Hey, Millie.
What's up, Nene?
I'm from Dorchester. I grew up in
Okay.
the corner, and I just wanted to say good morning and thank you for representing us, especially special ed, because they're just like everybody else. They're no different.
No doubt.
That's
Thank
what's
you.
up.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Nene, his new project is Blanco 2. Can you go get it? Can you listen to it? Go online and get it?
Yes.
Okay, thank
do
you.
that.
Okay, go ahead and do that. You a citizen.
Sway in the morning.
Yo, Nick from New York. What up, baby?
What up, Nick?
Yo, what's good, Sway?
What's
good,
poppin'?
Nene? What's good, everybody?
I feel good every time I get a good verse out of somebody. It brightens up my whole day, man. I swear, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You
got that fire.
Yeah, man. You feeling them? You got the new project?
Oh, hell yeah. Yo, that Blanco, too. Fire, yo. That last project before that, too. Saints and Sinners.
Saints and Sinners was Static, yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Static,
bro.
yeah, man. That's Static.
Yeah, man,
Selected.
but yo, love what you're doing, man, for the underground, for real hip hop everywhere, man.
Appreciate you,
From
bro.
NY to AK, too.
That's what's
What's
up.
that, Arkansas?
Nah, Alaska.
Okay.
Oh, Alaska.
kid.
Oh, I'm
All
lit.
right, man. You a citizen, baby.
Wow, Sway in the morning.
Straight up, King Salmon. You know what I mean, son? Rollo, what's up?
Wild court.
Some Chinook. You know?
What up?
What up, Rollo in Chicago? Go ahead.
What up, man? Dude, hot.
Okay, there you go. Rollo,
Thank you,
y'all.
man.
He's a citizen. Yeah, man.
What the hell was that?
And get his project, Rollo.
point.
All right,
That's
cool.
I'll take it.
Straight to the point.
Oh, yeah, he is hot. I liked it. First and foremost, as we conclude our show today, I'm gonna just end with I think I'm gonna play the Demon song in a second. Millie's, how can they reach you?
At Millie's, MILLYZ.
All right, Franklin's on the line from Cambridge. What up, Franklin? What you want to say?
Yo, what up, man? What up, Mills, my G? What's good, baby?
What's
I'm
good?
happy for you, cuz. I'm proud of you, man.
Oh, man, thank you,
Make
bro.
y'all happy, man. For real, man.
Who
You
this?
did it, my G. I told you were going to do it, man.
Who this,
You the
Frizz,
best,
right?
boy. Yeah, boy, it's me,
That's
man.
crazy. I had a job
I'm
with him
driving
when
around
they
in
tried
the
to give
whip.
me a job landscaping and I cut my thumb off, man. That was the end of my job career, yeah. You know the vibes?
No doubt. Nah, man, I'm driving around in the whip and I put on Sway. I'm like, oh, shit. My man Millie, man, let me call up, give my man a shout,
You
man.
made it, kid. All right. Hey, do better than that. Go get that Blanco too. Tell the whole
I
block.
already
all right?
got it. I already got it,
Oh,
man.
okay.
I already got it.
That's what's up. Hey, Franklin, you a citizen, man.
Sway in the morning.
All right. You gave out yours?
Yes, sir.
And Millie gave out his. I'm at Real. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm at Real Sway across the board, man. Hey, thank you for believing in yourself.
Yes.
Number one, making that decision to go full throttle as an artist and your contributions to the culture.
Yeah.
You take rap seriously in a sense while you're having fun, but you
Yeah.
take your craft seriously.
Definitely.
And I can appreciate that
Yeah.
being somebody who's been in it.
I just want to say thank you to y'all just for having this platform. You're all great human beings. You radiate light when I come in the building. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, y'all got to, sometimes you see through the person and just see that little ball that's their soul, like the glowing ball. You know what I mean? And that's what I get from y'all. Like, just energy, good energy.
That's good, man. You caught us on a good day, boy.
Yeah.
All right. I'm at Real Sway across the board. You can hear this back at SiriusXM.com/.
On demand.
And you can see it tomorrow on Sway'sUniverse.com as well as the YouTube channel. I want everybody to go check that out.
Yeah.
All right. Millie's will be on tomorrow, okay? We're going to put a clip of it just to tease them a little bit today, maybe. I like that verse, man. You came with it.
Yes, you did.
All right. Until tomorrow, we're going to end with Demons featuring Dave East off the Blanco 2 project, Set Free. I love you, my brother. You already know we go back deep. Decades in the game. C's, I saw you on the dock, man. You know, you might get some acting gigs after this. Until next time, we have nothing left to say.